Hey, what's up? Um, Damn, I'm telling you, I got like so many shirts, right? So, anyways, I guess same story. Another day, I went to the store and bought me one of those. I went to Walmart and bought one of those great value lasagnas. It's actually pretty good. It's I really don't have meals like that per se in general, um, or should I say homemade meals, let alone something like that. So I pretty much put it in the oven for 375 for about an hour. I mean, all spots was at 160, but it was about 140 in the middle. But it worked. It worked out for me. So I don't know if I don't know. It's kind of like a piece that I was like, ugh, couldn't really chew. But that was just a small piece. I only had two servings. There's five servings. But I've kind of been thinking about some different things. So I think my psychotherapist is getting in my head. Got me questioning about things. Yeah, I don't know, but it's also Tuesday's my birthday, July 11th. It's Saturday now. Well, I think Sunday morning, but me being almost 34 years old, that's kind of gotten me down. And then I was when I was eating that food, I had lasagna and like just bread and butter and some water. But I was gonna make some fancy stuff. I was like, I don't want to. It's just I'll eat that, which is interesting because usually I'd go back for even more. But I'm also trying to watch my cholesterol, my well that too, my sodium. So I think it's like 500 for one cup. Yeah, I got two cups. So literally, actually, health is feeling crazy right now. Well, that's another thing I wanted to address in a bit. Um, yeah, let's just say been having some stomach issues, but I think yesterday, the day before, I'm still counting Saturdays a whole day. So even in the morning. So I guess Friday was just I don't know. I crashed out after a crazy ass, sweaty ass day, eating some stuff and got really yeah. I felt like I drank some numbing agent or took too many Benadryl or something. But anyway, so what was I gonna say? So I was eating my food and all, and I was kind of thinking of it's a meal, and usually meals can usually be associated with family time, different things in nature, uh, home, just a lot of different things, especially if you're in your own place. Regardless if you rent, if you're there, you got a lease. Hey, you got something that says you stay there. And it was I'm getting confused again, but I was having some cross confusion with a hint of current confusion because I'm on the camera. But I was thinking about what was I thinking about? Damn it, God, mother! I hate that. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video. But I was like, I was just I don't know. It was like I was thinking about kind of like the old days. Whether it was my younger days, you know, chilling with parents, eating at parents' house, the family unit thing, or whatever. I don't. I'm not invited, I guess, or I just don't have any transportation to go to some of these family places. So, and they really just don't want to even come here. I was able to get them here one time. They had what was it? It was I made some pot roast. Pot roast is pretty good, but for me, I don't know. My pulse just starts racing. It's like too much for me, but it was good. Costs, well, prices are going up, but it costs about eh, probably about $13 to $15 to make. Yeah, but yeah, what's crazy? It's like 13 to 15 probably, and you only get 5 servings, so it's like it's pretty expensive pot roast. But it tastes good. It better for that price. But now I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about even when, you know, when I lived in Austin or when I used to cook, when I had people around, which sometimes cooking food can, that has that effect as well. Um, Remembering when my well, should I say my exes used to cook. I don't know about all my exes, but I mean maybe some. I don't think my last one actually cooked up my apartment. Maybe. I know the other two did. But I guess it just reminds me of hominess or something. And then it kind of reminded me of, I don't know, just pretty much getting stuff done and all this other stuff and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know how to really describe it. It's like you eat like that I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. So it's like, well, this is what you used to do. You go and eat and whatever, and then you go and do regular stuff. Me, I eat. My mind's just like, and I'll tell what my blood pressure is, or pulse. My Dallas stock is probably, well, I don't know. It could be. It's been up and down lately, literally. But it's just how do you describe it? I'm blacking out like a mofo. Um, I don't know, but like the separation, it's like you got that, like kind of like a representation of the old days when things were a little more somewhat okay. You know, when you eat food and whatever, and you still do whatever you do. But now it's like, because I haven't really cooked for myself in a while, and essentially everything is completely different. Um, Even like the way my mind functions, it's just, it's weird. I don't know what I was trying to get at. I'm trying to hold on to this thought process, but it's really coming in like a wrecking ball. Um, but yeah, and then I look at like the way everything is now, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like when I eat, well, when I eat home meals, um, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of like thinking of kind of like a ritual aspect. Like I used to do more rituals, like eating, showering, chores, this, that, blah, blah, woof, woof, blah, blah, whatever the case is, continuously. And now I'm not used to that. I'm not saying that I don't shower. I shower, but there's just things that I don't do like I used to. So when I was eating that meal, the lasagna that I had, that's digesting in my stomach, well, at least in this video, um, it's just, it's strange because I'm not used to those rituals anymore. I don't know if that really makes any sense. I don't know if that really makes sense in my head, but that's kind of like what I'm putting out. So, um, I don't know. That's just weird. It's really weird to say. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. Um, I don't know. It's just like I feel like I have a double like confusion thing going on. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I guess I probably already said it, but and then I just kind of think of the whole birthday thing, and then I haven't been feeling good for the last few days. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I think it was Friday. Yeah, I went to see my psychotherapist. I didn't realize it was Friday until after the fact, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, it's well, maybe it was the guy. It was somebody." He's like, "Yeah, it's Friday." I was like, "What the fuck? Really? It's Friday? Oh my god, dude! My birthday's Tuesday." He's like, "Oh, that's perfect," because he actually had me scheduled for my birthday. He's like, "No, no, dude, I'm not trying to do that." I mean, that's essentially all the fuck I talk about is my issues. I don't want to talk about my issues. Not on my birthday. You know? I already feel trapped enough, man. For real. I don't want to fucking be in a, a therapist's office. It's not on my birthday, at least. Um, yeah. So it's like, to be honest, yeah, like that really got to me too because it was like, fuck, dude. I wish I knew it was like I didn't realize how quick that was. Like I've been counting the days, but it's like, and then I was thinking about how a lot of people they celebrate their birthdays on the weekends when they're the weekdays. Yeah, the weekends. Uh, because some people, Monday through Friday, people could be working. I mean, I understand people work on the weekends as well, but it's yeah. But I never scheduled anything. I never set anything up or anything. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know if that would make a difference or not. That would be pretty fucked up if I had all my health issues when I had something scheduled. Wouldn't be the first time, but I haven't really scheduled like that before. But yeah, I mean, that would have been nice. I mean, that would have been nice to hang out with people or whatever, or go drink or whatever the case is. But definitely gonna need something. But anyways, let's talk about something else. No, my ID, kinda. It's kind of an ID, sort of. License expires on my birthday. Did I just like black the fuck out? That's weird. So basically, what Friday I got up around um, 10 or I don't know. I took off around 11. Actually, I had to run because I missed the bus at 11:25, and then ran about a well run stop run stop run stop. Well, I didn't stop. I was walking, but yeah, I ran probably like a half a mile or whatever in probably like 5 minutes or something. Maybe it was 10 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, I think it was 10 minutes. Well, I think it was like point 0.6 or 8. I don't know. But ran down to catch the other bus. That finally showed up. Went to go see my shrinks. For my shrinks, I went to. I was talking to my mom or whatever, and decided to go to on the northwest side to go to the DPS office place. Um, I got off there after waiting all kinds of fucking. Yeah, there was a lot of waiting, by the way. And it was hot. Yeah, because I went there. I took the bus that took me on the northwest side. Then I got off, and then I went to McDonald's, and then I didn't get the 250 mile. I should have, but got a burger and fries. I already had a drink. Oh, I went to a store first, Haji store or whatever. The tekas or whatever, those chips or whatever you call them. Got a bag of those and some brisk tea, the half and half lemon tea. Then waited, and got on the bus, went over to DPS office, and then I saw these people. I saw DPS. It was weird. I felt like a shaking. No, I had my hand on something earlier, like a shelf or something. Actually, I don't know what the fuck I did today. Do I even know what I did today? I don't know. But yeah, I went over there. I saw like all kinds of people, and everybody. This one guy, kind of like a young Mexican, Hispanic, whatever you want to call him. I don't know. Fucking 20 names. But he was like, "Do you have a ticket?" I was like, "No, I don't have a ticket." He's like, "Oh, you can't go in there." I was like, "Why?" And he said that the building's full to yeah, it was capacity. So it was too full. Nobody could go in there. It was an issue. So I was like, well, he's like, well, you can come back tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I mean, it took me over 20 miles to get over here. And actually, it did. And probably even more than that. It's 20 miles one way, buddy, on a bus. But yeah, it's nice when you could take other buses that just start cutting crosses, but highways and stuff. But yeah, I told him because I was trying to get a book or whatever, and he said that he's like, okay, I'll go get it. And then I found out he brought the wrong one, and then I found out the book that I'm trying to get. Wow, yeah. But I should have been like, hey, look, dude, I need to get my freaking ID, or something, because that was something that I was kind of thinking about as well. Because that's Friday, then Tuesday is my birthday. So, say hypothetically, if I do get better on my birthday or whatever the case is, I feel like I'm bouncing around. You know, there's some pricks out there that won't take a valid identification card, which I'm gonna have to figure something out. I read something when I took my TABC license permit thing. I need to figure out what would be acceptable. Well, I think a passport would, so. Yeah, I think a passport would be fine. That should be good. Because if the fuckers are like, dude, you're fucking TBAC, buddy. I'm certified, Negro. But, yeah, hopefully. I don't know. I'm not really feeling well. And I'm really low on fucking funds. So, and I don't have the best apartment manager. Kind of a slumlord that likes to harass people out of the blue. You just be minding your business and shit. And it's all talking crap. But, yeah, so I went over there, did that, and then I waited like freaking 30 minutes out in the hot sun, like really hot, like, ugh, thought I was gonna die hot. And then I took the bus back to down by the highway, and then got on another bus, and from there I got on another bus and went to all the way to Fort Sam Houston area. It's not the base, but I went to this one place and got me some Army PT shorts, which is bullshit because I didn't realize how much they cost. Because on the site they're only $20. And it's crazy because they're like, well, yeah, you can order it online, but it might cost a little more. I'm like, I should smack that motherfucker. But I didn't know the price. It didn't have the price on there. So I was assuming it was still the internet price. Well, it wasn't $20, it was $24 plus tax. So it was essentially, I think it was like $25.99 or essentially $26.98 or something. $26. I'm like, what the fuck? And then when I actually got him and really looked at him and everything, fuckers are from El Salvador, man. Like, really? Fucking El Salvador? Really? For $26? Oh, fucking man, to kill him. And then what I saw, well, actually, I kind of already saw that in general. If I knew about it, I would have took him back. But if I thought about it. But Walmart's, they sell them, they're like Rocco's or, I don't know, Ratho, I don't know, something like that. But they're only $17, no tax. So, free shipping too. So, I really got screwed. They had like the shirts, the army black shirts, but the ones that I saw, they weren't cotton, it was something else. And then the guy was like, oh yeah, well, actually there's a lot of people that come in here and they get those because they say it's more easy to breathe. But I didn't get it because I was like, I don't know, like, I would rather get the cotton, possibly. You know, I don't think I'm going to so much believe somebody that's talking about blah, 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 blah. I mean, come on, they're essentially trying to, you know, have you buy their stuff. So I could be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'll take that. I think there was like $18, $19 plus tax, but I didn't get them. So yeah, I went from there, and it was still hot, and then I finally got back on the bus and went to kind of like Broadway and Nacogdoches, sort of ish. Before heading home, I got off the bus there because that would be the best spot to do it. And went to HEB, and because I was kind of hungry too, and I got this chicken salad stuff, which I've had that stuff before, and it kind of does screw up my stomach. I don't know why, but I got some. It doesn't usually screw up the stomach too bad, but I got some of those. I got some chips and whatever. So, mind ya, I had the burger, the fries, I bought a soda when I was going to my shrink's office, so a Dr. Pepper, the tea, and mind you, I'm fructose. I have fructose malabsorption problems, so that could be it too. I was just trying to drink stuff to keep me somewhat hydrated, I guess, even though those are kind of diuretics. I think I would drink a little water too. But yeah, and those chips or whatever those things are. And then I did that. I may have got something else, but yeah. And then I came home on the bus, and I ate and drank my soda and what was left of the soda. Actually, I didn't drink much when I first got it. When I got home, because I was drinking the tea, which actually I didn't finish the tea. So, but yeah, I was having some. I've been having some bowel issues, to be honest. Kind of having, yeah. Need some fiber in my diet. But yeah, I ate that stuff, and I was laying on my bed. I guess I was on the phone or something on the internet or something, and I passed out or something. I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I was really screwed up. I was like I don't know how to do it, but I was kind of like laying like this. Well, I wasn't laying like this. I was like belly to the I don't know what the hell, my bed. And I woke up, And I was kind of like, yeah. I remember I was kind of like, but yeah, I was like, the fuck. Oh wow, dude. I can't think. Oh my god. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh god. I can't really breathe. Like, I feel like I feel like I'm numb. Wow. It kind of reminds me of, it's like running up a, it's like when you really exert your stamina per se. Kind of like, say you're on a treadmill, or say you're running, or you're going up a hill or something. After a certain point, you start feeling it in your heart and your chest and whatever, and it's hard to breathe. It's like, whoa, the hell. My mouth is dry. Actually, it's sticky. Oh my god, my stomach. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Then I went to the restroom and did whatever I did. I don't remember, and got in the tub, took a bath shower. Then did a couple other things. It was like I was really tripping because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But I was having like all kinds of this stuff going on. And by the way, even today, I was having issues as well. Like for a little while, my my throat all the way to my abdomen area, kind of like by the belly button, it felt like all sore. You know, like when your throat is really sore, when you cough or whatever, and it literally feels like it's ripping or tearing or something. It's like, but it was like that. So I was drinking some water and whatever the case was, but yeah, but I was also feeling tired too, because I didn't crash out until like 8, 9 o'clock. I've been having some insomnia issues. Not to mention my everything was just screwed up. I try to sleep on time, and oh my gosh, I don't know what time it is. 12:31. Nah, I was kind of thinking about like going to bed at 10. You know, it's weird because if I have somebody around me, well, I don't know. I get really. I don't just get depressed. My mind is just really screwed up. But yeah, it's like I have my sleep is really screwed up. But anyways, yeah. So I was having all those issues, and I was like, dude, I gotta. Because I was even talking about it yesterday. I was like, dude, I gotta. Tomorrow I gotta go vegetarian or something. Like I can't do this. Because like last probably like couple days, I've eaten probably like 5 or 6 burgers. One was a chicken BLT. Tasty. I like that. Chicken BLT, tasty. But yeah, fries. I went to Wendy's for that one. But yeah, I was like, wow, dude, I gotta do something. So I went to HEB on Lincoln Heights. Looked around over there for some stuff. They didn't really have too much stuff. Pretty expensive. And then I went to HEB Central Market on Broadway. That's freaking expensive. And they had a lot of prepared meals. See, that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to find like more prepared type meals, things that's already ready to go. You know, you might have to put it in the oven or whatever the case was. But what I was looking for more is I'm looking for more plant-based type foods right now. Yeah. Oh yeah. since I got a fat stomach, right? So for people that have fat stomachs, like when you kind of like when you're doing that, you're kind of like pushing up on your diaphragm, and then your chest is like it's a little harder to breathe. That was kind of like what I felt like too. It also felt like I took like a lot of Benadryl or something. Like I felt really numb. Um, and then that soreness didn't help today either. I've also been having. Oh, I really gotta lose weight. Um, blood pressure stuff. I've seen my blood pressure like anywhere from 151. I think it was like 150 over like 92. I think the highest was maybe 92 or 3. To 113 over, I think it was like 70 something. I saw one that was like 60-ish for the diastolic. I don't know what that was about. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in that department. But it's crazy because I was pretty well, and all of a sudden, I mean, it seems like a regular issue when it comes to celebrations. I seem to have something going on with me. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. So I don't know. I don't really feel good right now. Um, but last night I literally felt like I needed to go to the hospital or something. I mean, I didn't do it. I practically stayed up all night. Kind of well that, and I was kind of scared too. So, and today I was like, whoa. Today I was really thinking about like, oh shit, because I had all that stuff, but I don't know what it was. But damn it, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, so, but yeah, I want to try to get into this whole vegetarian thing, eat more veggies and fruits and everything else, and blah 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 blah. So with that lasagna, I got 3 servings left. I want to try to somehow do the whole leftover thing, but I've heard that some frozen things, like if you take it out when it was already frozen, then you cook it and then try to freeze it again, it can really mess it up. So I mean, I don't know what it would do to it. I don't think it'd kill you or anything, but I don't know. Um, but it's kind of like that. It's like you've been you've tried to do things for so fucking long, and now you don't really do anything. But now you're trying to get back into the saddle doing things, but it's overwhelming because you're not used to it. Maybe that's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. So like the home cooked meals and whatever, it's kind of gives me anxiety among other things. And then a few days from now, be 34, dead or alive, I guess. I don't know, but and then next month, I don't know. So my ex really took advantage of me. Um, I'm not saying like she raped me or anything, but just the way she did shit was really fucked up. Essentially took the money and whoa, I hope not. Took the money and ran. Yeah. So, but it wasn't money, it was something else. Hopefully she can't collect though. Or her girlfriend. Especially a girlfriend. Girlfriend could collect. But I'm not going to really get into that. Um, my life is just fucking horrible, man. This is crazy when you got people that talk about, you got choices of how you want to feel. You can feel like shit, bitch and complain, or don't feel like shit and do something about it. And my answer to you is until you've been in someone's shoes like myself or somebody that's experienced that kind of crap, dude, no. No, 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 no. Can't do it. I mean, if it was so easy for me to just like, I don't think people understand that. My strength was talking about, because I've kind of been having anger issues lately, depression as well, whatever, and then me always bitching and complaining about doctors or just things that's going on in the world that I'm not really too happy about. He thinks it's just all anger. I'm so mad at the fucking world. No, dude, I'm not mad at the world. I'm ticked off that the world's fucked up the way it is. But, it's, I guess it is what it is. But, I don't know, I just, how would I not think about that? I mean, our entire fucking system is just, I mean, you look at healthcare. Look at the doctors. Look at just people in general. Look at millennials. All these different people, it's just they're fucking up. So it's almost like, well, you don't have to like think about them. I think he just I guess doesn't see certain things. Like, how would you just ignore it? I mean, unless you want to be a sheep. Like, I don't get that one. I don't know. Maybe he thinks like I'm over focused on things. I always talk about outward stuff and not inward. Well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, to be honest. That is my inward. And by the way, there's people that really think that way. Sometimes it's due to cognition issues. Which is interesting because I think about these doctors, how I complain about what doctors are doing or not doing. And I guess to him, I'm talking outwards and not talking about myself. Well, I am talking fucking inwards. Like, really, dude? Seriously. Like, I could give a fuck less about these fucking cocksuckers that I would beat the shit out of if I could. But you can't do that because, consequences. Unless there was no law. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's just, I could fucking care less about these people. Before I was sick, I didn't know anything about health. I could really care less about doctors or anything. Back then, I believed that doctors, knew what the fuck they were doing. Doctors now, they don't. Which actually is part of me because that's my experience. I'm having issues. I'm trying to get these issues fixed, but these doctors, 99% of the time, half-ass shit. Okay, well, if doctors are half-assing shit, then what? I don't know. I don't know. If doctors can't help me, I guess nobody can. I just know over the years my health has actually has gotten worse. I mean, I used to like have all these things that I used to do. Like I used to do yoga here and there. I used to try to exercise here and there, or try to do, like nutrition, like eating and this and that, just different things that I used to be able to do, or I used to do in general. But I don't do that stuff anymore. It's like I've lost interest, and even when I try to engage with that, what I used to do, it's just like it's too much on the dome. It's weird. I mean, if the doctors can't help me, should I just give up and just be like, oh, oh, I'm not sick, or oh, I'm sick, but let's just ignore all my issues. Let's ignore how doctors don't know fucking anything, um, or whatever the case is. No, man. And even if I did ignore, in a sense, I'm a freaking activist. Like, fuck doctors. I mean, I wouldn't say so much fuck doctors. Like, I'm trying to. Um, I would say that doctors. The title doctor, to me, I believe, is a very special title. You know, it's kind of like a first responder, in a sense. Um, so, I don't so much dislike the doctor, but the people that want to play doctor, that has their licenses and whatever, that doesn't uphold that title, they're fucking punk ass bitches. Period. Straight simple. Especially in today's society. They don't care. Doctors, which is funny because some talk about preventative medicine. They don't care about preventative medicine. I mean, you look at all these things that you're like, hey, look, I'm having. What do? They give you pills or whatever the case is until whatever you got gets worse. I mean, look at people with cancer. You have 30-year-olds getting cancer all the fucking time now. But just 10 years ago or whatever, they're like, oh, you're too young to get cancer, blah, 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 blah. I was like, huh. Okay, well, doc, what did you do when a person was having symptoms in general, which, by the way, would have correlated to cancer, and you just didn't fucking care? Now the motherfucker's like in stage 3, stage 4 cancer. I don't know, man. I think that doctors in general, it just really gets to me. I think about health. You know, there's a part of me that, you know, doesn't want to see people hurt. There's a part of me that if people are sick or whatever, take care of them. You know, don't just give a symptom, don't give a drug for the symptom and that goes away, but let's try to figure out what's going on. Now, if a person just has something that, because I think there's different types of sicknesses. I think a person can have something and then, you know, with medication or maybe nothing, it goes away and they don't have it ever again. Right? But then there's other people that have stuff and it's just like, and even if it doesn't go away, it's just like, eh. But, like, what gets me, because I gotta turn this thing off, it's been almost an hour. But what gets me is I think about here's one. Most people that has dealt with some type of trauma in their lives, they usually, no, not all, but most, they will get in that in the field that they um like the stuff that they dealt with, like say like say it was drugs or alcohol or sexual abuse, or I don't know, say somebody having health issues or whatever the case is, they usually get into those fields, like such as myself, having all kinds of different issues, um, and seeing how sick I've been, or the people that I've talked to in general, or whatever the case is. Like, it would be cool to become a doctor myself. I mean, at almost 34, I think that's, I mean, it could still be done, but still. Um, what is it? But yeah, like, sometimes it pisses me off, especially back in the day, is when I really wanted to, like, get better so I could actually um, get into this medical stuff and actually really try to help people out. Not just give them a fucking pill, but what the fuck's wrong? Not only what's wrong, let's get you better. You know? So, yeah, moving this camera all over the place. And what ticks me off is, you know, I want to do that, but if you're sick, it doesn't happen. So it's like, I'm not getting healthy. I'm sick to the point that I can't even get in medical school, or probably can't even get in college, to be honest. I was in it, but some shit happened due to my cognition issues. So it's like, you think about all those people out there, such as myself and other people, that have these real health issues, and they're really sick. Some people may actually be sicker than me. And then, I mean, there's people that's out there that, you know, they could be less sick than me, but they could have some other things that just really outdoes me. I mean, I don't really compare like that, but I mean, I kind of, but not really. I don't know what to do. It's like, I'm sick. I want to get better. I want to help people. But, you got all these people that's sick, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. I kind of just want to go to sleep. Put that food back in the fridge and just nighty night. Which is crazy if I actually do go to sleep, because I usually don't crash out until like 8 or 9. Depends, but it just ticks me off. Ticks me off so fucking much. This is crazy, because when I was eating that food, that meal, which was awesome, I was just thinking about all these different things. And then my birthday a few days away, I'm thinking of even more things. You know, places that I should be. Now, I don't know if my shrink was kind of talking about that, like, get over it. Like, dude, if you think that, you know, go boink yourself, like, for real. It's like, seriously, dude? I mean, get over it. Like, I don't know if he said that for, like, that specific thing, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I almost swear, like, the guy was talking about, you know, get over it. Like, say you can have depression, get over it. I mean, depression is not exactly a simple thing. It's very complex. It's a chemical brain thing. A person can just not have any willpower at all, or anything. Which I really I don't know. I feel like there's something going on, but so like I guess last thing. So there's a part of me that to a point, I mean it comes and goes, but to a point I want to do that life. I want to do the things that I wanted to do back in the day. You know, be healthy and work and house, cars, kids, wife, girlfriend, whatever, mistress, blah 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 blah. Get out there and work and try to do whatever. But I try to do that. In reality, and I might just go into a freaking coma just from the stress, or I might just have freaking a congenital heart failure. I mean, I don't know if I would have congenital heart failure, but yeah, my at times my pulse pressure, you know, systolic slash diastolic, kind of like 180 over 20. No, 120 over 80 is a pulse pressure of 40. So you don't really want anything under 25. 25 is like freaking low in general. And you don't really want anything above 60. So and they say just kind of like this or whatever. It's usually around 30 or 40. So, which is also tricky because you can still have high blood pressure, but your pulse pressure is in range. Which I don't know about that. I guess it's probably still bad in a way. Pulse pressure just essentially it's like an indicator of your heart, like how your heart pump is working. Um, yeah, it's just I just feel like all my dreams and my ambitions and my goals and freaking everything is just it's done for. I keep forgetting what the hell my therapist is talking about. He's talking about something about economics, something ching, something like not like money, but it's like something. I don't know if he said viability or something. It's something else. But basically, in economics, well, I'll use my own version. It's kind of like the stock or something. Like if you invest now, later on, uh, maybe he said dividends. I don't know something, but later on, um, that usually, well, it can. It depends, but you know, it grows over the years, right? So, say 10 years. Okay, well, you just, you know, 10 years ago, you put in however much money, and now it's like really up there. And not only is it up there, that growth that you already have is probably going to possibly grow even more for even the future as well. But if you didn't invest in stocks or whatever back in the day, well, you're screwed because all that money that you could have made, you're not going to have that. And not only are you not going to have that, you're practically at square one, zero, whatever. So basically, you would have to actually um, do it again. It's kind of like, and I forgot what he was called. Damn, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, it was essentially like that. Even like kids, I think kids are like the greatest examples on the planet of that. To be honest, it's like, you know, you have a kid at 20. Okay, if you have a kid at 20, well, when you're 40, your kid will be 20. If you have a kid younger, you know the thing. And then if that kid has kids, now you got grandkids. Now you can see your grandkids. And if I think usually to see 3 generations, you have to be like, I think 15. I think 15. Yeah, you have to have kids at 13 or 15. And if they all have kids by 20. No, I think if they all have kids when they're 15, you could probably get like 3 or 4 generations by your time you're 60. Which is crazy because there's a lot of Mexicans out there with 4 generations. I'm like, what the fuck? I should tell you something. Babies having babies on the real. I mean, I kind of wish I knew what I knew. Like, I would have probably like screwed some 15-year-olds back in the day. But at the same time, that costs money too. So raise kids and whatever else. It's not like it used to be back in the day where you can just find a woman and have 10, 15 kids. Put those little shits to work. Free labor. Everybody was essentially working. The men, the boys were out there doing whatever, and the women, they were doing stuff too. Now it's like, it's not like that anymore. Then I look at inflation and all the... What's crazy is like how people like think this country's fucking free. Like, I mean, you are so fucking... I mean, they I guess they somewhat have a whatever, but they're so fucking dumb they don't realize what the fuck's going on. Like, oh yeah, we gotta go fight these motherfuckers. If we don't, we're gonna lose our freedom. Motherfucker, we are losing our freedoms, if you haven't noticed. But think about before this country was even founded. We were alright, dude. We didn't have to deal with all this shit. We could go find some fucking land and do our shit, and as long as we can protect our, our fort, our property that we claim, hey. But, I don't know. I'm kind of talking about a little bit of everything, but, yeah, I'm gonna go put that away and probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm starting to feel really depressed. I just really wish that I could win the lottery, and it just fucking sucks, man. I don't get it. I don't know if I even finished my sentence off that day. But yeah, I was all talking about, like, if we're all gonna die anyway, why can't we all win the lottery? Just try to fucking do whatever we need to do. But at the same time, maybe God doesn't want us to invest because that'd kind of script the plan. Which is weird because apparently God knows everything. I don't know. Just wish I had that safety net so I can get out there and work. Alright, pieces, deuces, aces. I don't know. What is that? Grease. I don't fucking know. I was trying to quote a Shack. Love Shack. Damn it. Crab Shack. Yeah, I used to work there. Peace. Peace crabs. I don't know. Alright. Yeah. Peace. By the way, comment, whatever. Could use some advice. Hopefully I could try to get out of this crap.